Who's that? Commander Claw. Who's bad? Commander Claw.
Welcome to episode 3 of Breaking Brews, specifically for Cloud Midgar. I am your host, Commander Claw, and I just like to thank y'all for keep on visiting the channel. And I'm keep on bringing you more brew ideas for Cloud Midgar and other commanders. But this Final Fantasy commander is rampaging because, it tutors equipments. Then it doubles the triggers on the equipments that are equipped on Cloud. So we can do some really disgusting things. Let's get started with the first card. Now, I think one of the most underrated, not talked about enough not enhance, but emphasize the importance of auto-equipping. What is auto-equipping? That's pretty much where you play the artifact equipment and it attaches itself to the creature. So let me introduce you to Celestial Armor. For 2 and a white artifact equipment, it has flash. That's awesome, right? Then it enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has flying. Equipped for 3 and a white. So this card is just good all around. It has flash and it gives your creature hexproof and indestructible. Most likely Cloud. So you're going to be using it to protect him. Then you get rewarded with a +2/+0 and a flyer that's already on Cloud, right? Like there's nothing else to say. Moving on. Now, I will say your opponents will struggle if they do not have removal and they can't get Cloud off the battlefield because all these artifacts equipping on him, then doubling their trigger, it's very powerful. But you got to protect him, right? Codsworth, handy helper for 2 and a white, 2/3 body, legendary artifact creature. It is a robot. It says commanders you control have ward 2. Then it says tap, add 2 white mana, spend this mana only to cast aura or equipment spells. Or tap it, attach target equipment you control to target creature you control, activate only as a sorcery. Hey, this just speeds up, expedites our casting of our artifact equipments and equipping our artifact equipments, making you win the game at a faster pace. And it's only a 3-drop. Now, with this card, I wanted to find artifact equipment that can help you out. Maybe your opponents destroy the other artifact equipments and you just need to get more cards, right? So Bilbo's Ring for 3 mana, legendary artifact equipment. As long as it's your turn, equipped creature has hexproof and can't be blocked. That's great for Cloud. Then it says whenever equipped creature attacks alone, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Equip halfling, he's not a halfling. Equip for 4 mana, okay. So about this. If this is equipped to Cloud, we get to double the card draw trigger, but we lose 2 life. That's pretty good in mono white, right? You're gonna need cards. There's nothing worse in any color guild when you don't have cards in hand, unless your deck is built for that. However, most decks are not. So Bilbo's Ring, a nice equipment to stay on the battlefield while your opponents are distracted by your other powerful artifact equipments. So in my pod, I'm the guy who plays commons and uncommons often. So I am not afraid to put in my videos commons and uncommons should consider when brewing because sometimes they add a redundancy of a powerful over budget card and it just might be a little slower, but it gets the job done. Repair and recharge for 3 and 2 white. It is a sorcery. It says return target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a tapped power stone. Now, it might be one of these things, but literally an artifact, which is going to be one of our equipments most likely, an enchantment. There's powerful enchantments. Those include the saga enchantments, enchantment creatures, and those aura enchantments, or even planeswalkers, right? But where it really shines, I think it creates a tap power stone token, which is a token that generates mana for your artifact equipments and use it to equip your commander. Now look, y'all been playing Cloud Midgar Mercenary for a little bit. You probably proxied it, or you played it online, or you goldfished it, right? Nice. There's going to be where you're going against your opponents and you can't cast Cloud. Too much commander tax. Maybe the battlefield is rigorous, trapped, littered with chaos. So why not put power on the board at a low CMC, then use your equipments that are already on the battlefield and equip this powerful creature to it. Sun Gold Sentinel for 1 and a white, 3/2 body, human soldier. Says whenever Sun Gold Sentinel enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. This is nasty. You know why? Because you are removing specific cards in graveyards that players are looking for. Looking to recast, looking to reuse, looking to finish off a combo. Okay? Then Sun Gold Sentinel, she has Coven, right? For 1 and a white. Choose a color. Sun Ghost Sentinel gains hexproof from that color until end of turn and can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. Activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. Now, that last stipulation can be a lie. So, hey, you may not, but you may have token creatures on the battlefield and you can equip different types of equipments on them to change their power, right? All the while giving Sun Gold Sentinel the ability to be hexproof from a specific color and not be blocked, but you also are able to equip equipments to her, and she could be your go-to backup plan, smash face killer creature. So thank you for watching episode 3 of Breaking Brews on Cloud Midgar Mercenary. Hopefully I brought you some more cards, maybe some different cards, maybe some cards you've never seen or even heard before. Sometimes they're not the best cards, but they give you a different wrinkle of your deck and something players, as in your opponents, will not expect because you're playing this card. It might be a little slower, but it has a different ability that just adds a little bit more to your deck, right? It gets you there. So don't be afraid to add commons and uncommons. Not everybody can afford the over budget cards that do exactly what the deck's supposed to do that makes a CEDH. No big deal, not hating, but hey, if you're playing budget, hopefully I'll offer you some budget cards. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Commander Claw.